Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I hope you guys will like it here. I hope you're having a good day or good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, so I have been just contemplating the fuck out of life lately. Because there are things in life that we feel are important, but when you are truly a chosen one, your perspective on what is important changes, right? Because you realize the overall agenda of the society in which you live in. I've had so many dreams that did not make any sense to me. I also want to just say that these are the two cards. These are the three cards. Hold on. Fuck it. We might as well just do the whole major arcana, right? This is the theme. This is the theme, all right, of my life. So, I have had dreams about, them going to space. I've had dreams about these corporations that are, the people that own the grocery stores and oh my fucking gosh. This is why I was not trying to tap. Hold on, y'all. Let me make myself comfortable because this is going to be a conversation. So, I'm going to just... It's hot in here. I'm going to speak on one of the dreams I had. Okay. So, I was going... Okay, so these corporations, right, that are in place, like people that own the grocery stores, like the places that we go to get shit that we need, right? The people that own these places are so fucking sneaky and conniving. I'm putting together, okay, and I don't want to say this. Of course, this is all conspiracy theory. This is what a bitch been dreaming about. I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just telling y'all what the fuck's been going on in my dream, right? Because apparently I'm going to just have to start taking my dreams seriously because it's a lot of coding in it. And yeah, it's a lot of coding in my dreams. So I had a dream that I was held captive in this house, is what it looked like. It looked like it was a house. But of course, me being intuitive, I clearly knew it's a stage, bitch. It's a trap. It's a motherfucking stage. Okay? Now, I was one of many other children that were in there. And there's this guy. He's quite unattractive. Like, he's not easy on the eyes at all. All right? He's like this shorter white guy who like has this really big nose and like he wears a top hat still, okay? Like he kind of reminds me of, if you ever seen the television show Dark, there was like this thing. It wasn't a person necessarily that he ended up conversating with once he got to the other side, right? Anyways, this man is always accompanied by like his team, his team of people. I don't know who the fuck these people are or anything of that nature. And initially in the dream, when I was back there, I just was looking at everything. Okay, I realized it was a stage, right? As I realized it was a stage, they came back, or no, I sat in the chair. I sat in the chair and I looked across from where the chair is. Like, they literally have like building blocks. Like, it's like the carpet on the floor with the little pictures. Like, you know, teaching the kids, you know, the normal stuff of society, right? But there's a glass like that like in like a lineup, you know, where they can see on the other side, but you can't see what's on the other side, kind of energy. And there's kids inside of it. I have the vision of sight, so I can literally see everything while I'm in there. Like, I can see it all. And he comes and he looks. This is weird because I kind of feel like I put myself there literally, because I sat in the chair, and as I sat in the chair, he looked back at me while he was holding his cane. I'm gonna have to figure out how to draw this. But he looked back at me with his cane, and he kind of like smirked. Cause whoever this man is that's getting all this power, this is the dude. This is one of those people who like uses children's energy, uses children's flesh to live a long life that allows him to be mobile and stable, okay? But he looked back at me, he could see me, but it wasn't as if I was real. Nobody else seen me. He was the only person that seen me there. And this is why I know this marks something. Like, this shit is deep as hell. Like, so the dream progresses and he's no longer standing there, and I'm still sitting in the chair. So I get up and I go over to where it was, and I found how to open the door. So I opened the door and I ran out. But as I'm running out, it's a fucking grocery store. It's a really big ass motherfucking grocery store. And I feel like this grocery store is in California. But it's a really fucking huge grocery store. Like literally the blueprint to this grocery store would literally freak you the fuck out. Like, you would be like, what the fuck else? Like, what the fuck else do they need? Like, what the fuck, how much more space do you actually need? And what the fuck do you need all the extra space for, right? And that God, like, okay. So God has been saying, like, don't eat the meat. Don't eat the meat. Don't eat the meat. And like the shit that they're putting in meat, like, y'all don't understand. There's something about the media and the food that we're consuming that's making us like morbid, like to killings and all the shit that humans would literally be repulsed by or like want to like fuck somebody up for doing. It's a spell. The spell is so much deeper than it's so deep. Like, this ritual is so deep that they're doing on us. It's to the point to where they're trying to make us numb to everything bad that they're doing to us, so that it just becomes normal. Because now they're going to start doing it on a grander scale because the chosen ones have risen. So I leave the grocery store. Next thing you know, I'm in the back of the car with this girl that I knew, that I had met at the time. We have birthdays on the same day kind of energy. I think she might be, whatever. She reads tarot as well. And she's driving. And she's, like, clearly speeding with a bunch of niggas in the car. Like, speeding, showing off type shit, right? So I'm, like, in the back and I do some type of hand thing that stops the police from pulling her over, so she didn't get pulled over. To progress to me being in a whole nother state, like driving on like an interstate. I think it was an interstate or something like that, but I was in a whole nother state with people that I feel like they weren't friends. Like, This is so strange. I was with these people, but like, it was like I was on a mission. But I was just hanging out with these people. And there were two scenes that flashed in my head. So when we got off and went to, like, you know how like in GTA when you like you could go when you're driving in Cali and shit, you could go like pull over and go in the gas station. Like, it was like that. So I went, pulled over, got in the gas station, right? I'm in the gas station and I'm examining the layout of people in there because I'm like, this just seems oddly placed. Like, everybody in here seems oddly placed. But there's a cop that I noticed, and he noticed me noticing him. So he like, and I'm like, cause I like, I know why you're here, okay? And then this was the next flash of the dream. So there's this guy. There's somebody. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my fucking gosh, you guys. What the fuck? Am I supposed to say this? I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. There is somebody that they have captive who has a lot of information on what is going on in the world and what is going to go on in the world. But this man he understands shit like quantum physics and like the shit that like the science shit that makes spirituality real. Like, he has like the keys, like the gems to like the truth. So this is somebody that they took and that they're holding captive. My hand is fucking itching so bad right now. Somebody that they took and held captive, that they still have him, but to us he's gone, he's missing, because they fucking are holding him captive. Okay, so in a part of the dream, okay, so it was this man, this old man, wanted me to work for him. He established this in the spiritual realm very clearly to me. He sends people for me in the spiritual realm, and as I got away from a situation that I was being subjected to unbeknownst to myself, they were trying to fucking off me. Like, every dream that I had that was a real like a really positive dream or like something really good, like, they were trying to fucking off me. Like, they would come in those dreams and try to fucking kill me with their guns and shit. Like, they were coming for my ass. In one dream, I'm in the grocery store, right? So I had this dream way after I had the first dream. I'm in the fucking grocery store and they just start fucking shooting at me and I can't move. And this is where I unlocked a power of mine. And I ended up in the aisle, and as soon as I ended up in the aisle, a guy came down, and I remember his fucking face too. I remember all of your fucking faces. And I'm like, okay, so he came and he tried to shoot me, but I was gone. But I remember all of your faces. Like, I'm not a person who's good with faces, really. And like, I'm the type of person who also like saves their memory. Like, there are things that I just won't invest my time or energy into remembering because I'm like, that's gonna take up this and I need to focus on remembering this. Like, that's that's how my brain works. So never take it personal if I don't remember your birthday or like some fucking crazy shit like that. Like, it's just not my brain. Like, there's shit that I refuse to like learn because like, no, I connect, I make electricity. Like, and I don't need to, whatever. Anyways, so there's a guy in my dream. Okay. This is somebody's grandmother. Oh my God, this is so crazy. This is fucking crazy. Oh my God. Okay. So for everybody who like finds themselves in hermit mode, whatever you're good at, whatever your skill is, you really have to sharpen that skill. If your skill is knowledge and being able to retain knowledge and to actually like okay, say you want to learn about gardening and you just take very easily to it, like you retain all the information, you can go out into the garden and now just do all that shit. Like that's something that you should be doing. It's the things that we're learning that are going to be the catalyst to our freedom. And I feel like because there is a peace treaty, if you've never seen, what is it? Is it the Blacklist? Okay? With Red. And I don't even know the other girl name, but Red. If you ever seen the Blacklist, you need to watch the Blacklist. Okay? And you need to put the Blacklist into spiritual format. And you need to understand that this is what's happening. Okay? So I went to the grocery store recently, and this experience was unlike anything I'd ever experienced in my whole entire life of existence. I go to the grocery store. I got my daughter with me. You know, I'm at Aldi, so you know you gotta use a quarter to put in and get a cart. I put the quarter in and I'm like, it's just not working. Like I can't get it unstuck. And then I had the quarter. I put it in, but it was stuck, so I couldn't get it out. And then the lady was like, "Oh, that's stuck," and she gave me her cart. But I swear to God, this woman did not look real. Gee, this lady did not look real. This lady did not look real. Gee, this lady was not real. Gee, I don't care what nobody. She wasn't real. So she gives me the cart. I go to put my child in the cart. There's this guy that comes up, and like, who knows, right? I feel like I know though. So he comes up and he's trying to get the cart, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't work. I never look up, I never pay attention, I just let him know, it wasn't working. And I said it's stuck. So he gets my quarter unstuck, and then he gives it back to me. And it was like, the sun was like perfectly like glimmering, and like he looked all mystical and like, but like I was like, So he gives me my quarter. Of course I'm so happy that I have this quarter back. I'm like, yay, a quarter, thanks. So he goes in the store. My daughter drops her pacifier. This old guy picks up her pacifier. But this old man, like, and I swear to fucking God, I swear I've seen him before. But he picks up her pacifier in a dream. He picks up her pacifier. He does not go to give it back to me. He did not go to give me the pacifier back, G. He was not finna, like, he was literally finna walk away with the pacifier. I don't know what the fuck he was finna do with that pacifier, but I was like, excuse me, sir. Oh, thank you. And I got the pacifier back. But the way he looked, it was weird. So I go in the store. I'm reading energy. So I'm like, okay, either this man want to talk to me because he's definitely making sure that he sees where I'm at and where I'm going in this store, or you're a fucking agent and somebody sent you here so I can fall in love with you, but I would secretly be selling my soul to the fucking devil and I wouldn't even fucking know it, right? Because we got to think like this now. Like, a bitch can't just magically fall in love like Cinderella. Like, no, bitch, the government is trying to track you down. Like, you can't just be liking people. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, so automatically I'm already in the energy of, I don't want to talk. Like, I don't want to talk. Like, my energy was not giving like, oh, you should spark a conversation with me. I didn't want to talk. I wasn't in a mood. I feel like I know who my person is, so I was like, you don't seem to resemble him, so sir, there's no reason for us to have a conversation. And that may be, who knows, God will tell me, right? So I'm like shopping whatever. And he stands in one aisle, like for forever, like reading this box. And I'm like, I don't feel like you're reading the box. Are you reading the box? But then I was like, is he paying attention to what kind of food I'm buying? Like, is he looking at what kind of food I'm putting in my cart? Like, what's your objective here? It was kind of like he was examining me, like trying to get to know me. And like, I guess I just didn't like that energy because you're from afar. And like, I don't trust you. Like, you're one of the people, like, I don't trust you. Like, you could have been somebody else and maybe I would have trusted them. But for you, for a certain reason, I don't trust you, sir. So I go to get in the line. I'm in the line. Life is great. I did my grocery shopping. And I look over and he's in the line. He's in the line next to me. And he's literally checking me out. Like, I literally, cause like, I don't have to look behind me to see you. I seen you. Look me up and down, sir. And his car was parked one car over from where our car was parked. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Like, he could have been here to save me, but like, the setup was just giving too planned. Like, God would never make something that perfect for me. Like, like he would know I would be like, the last time something was this perfect, a bitch got bamboozled. Like, it was not giving. Like, it was not giving. And what I started to realize is that a lot of tarot readers are reading scenarios of situations where people are actually being sought after. So if you have like been experiencing people gang stalking you, some tarot readings, some people don't understand the energy that they're reading, so the way that they're going to convey the message is as if it's a love reading or something like that. But some messages are not love messages. Some of them are literally setups and plans, people plotting and planning on you. You have to know how to read energy. And as I watch tarot readings, like, I'm literally starting to understand like each person and their ability and what it is that they're actually channeling. And like, I literally heard this same scenario play out in a reading. And like, I've literally, since I've been talking about this, there's been like so many police cars that have driven past. And like, that's not abnormal, but I feel like it's just more than the usual. But I don't know, learning, right? That's literally the gist right now. Like, I don't, like, the dream verse is it's such a crucial part of actual humanity, and I need people to really start taking their dreams more seriously. And I really need for each person, like, you can have your own beliefs, like, you can believe in what you want to believe in, right? But you have to open your mind to everything else that is, even as far as like, okay, so I have a online store. I make like crystal jewelry and I make dream catchers, right? A lot lately I've been hearing people talk about how crystals are evil and like this shit's evil, and like, you guys are saying it completely wrong. Nothing that comes from the earth is evil, my G. Like, absolutely nothing that comes from the earth. Nothing that comes from the earth is evil. The problem is that these fucking people who are fucking devil worshippers and in occults, and they run these grand corporations, are fucking going to these places and digging these fucking crystals out, and they're putting their fucking energy on it. They're the first fucking person to touch it. So that's your whole intention. That's whatever the fuck you work for. Like, bitch, your energy is now on this fucking crystal. Whatever deals y'all be making when it comes to, exporting the fucking shit out, that energy's on the crystal. Everything is being tainted because of the fucking hands that it's passing through. It's not the fucking crystal, it's the people that this shit is fucking coming from. And there are people, which is why you guys have to stop fucking being so sketched out by people who fucking do voodoo or fucking, and like, no, this is not me condoning people who are evil and have evil intent and do evil malicious shit. This is me condoning that there is an other side of it. Just how there's good versus bad, how there's God versus the devil, like there's light versus darkness, and I am a fucking light worker. I'm a healer. This shit, magic and shit, like that's my shit. Like I've never even really done that shit, and it's my shit. And the reason it keeps being done to me is because I have to fucking learn where the fuck I come from. Cause bitches just testing my gangster, and it's like, even with me and my crystals and stuff like that, you have to, if you're a healer, you have the ability to extract all evil energy and entities out of it. It's essentially the same thing as a fucking demonic possession. If you know how to fucking exorcise demons, you can literally do that on anything that you fucking touch if you put your intention and actual energy into it, which is why I have waited so long before I've posted any of my crystal jewelry or any of my shit, because I'm putting intense intention, purification, and cleansing on all of the shit that I fucking make or touch, or anything that comes in my vicinity is of the most godliest fucking nature. And like, don't get me wrong, bitch, I would never let Annabelle come spend a night in my house. I would never subject myself to Annabelle, like, bitch, come through, let's kick it. Like, no, Annabelle can't come live in my house. But what I am saying, that if I just so happened to accidentally come across or come in contact with this type of energy, I would know what the fuck to do to it. A lot of you are fucking, you have the ability to fucking exorcise demons out of people. Like, anybody who finds God, like what is it, Christianity or anything like that, like if you have a really close relationship with like Jesus and like God, and those are the terminologies that you use, you probably are the person who would be great at fucking exorcising demons. Like, everybody has a fucking power, and it's like the shit that we go through when it comes to dark magic and shit like that, like it's literally, it's a teaching. It's to teach you. It's to awaken you to your power. Like, if you can overcome this from these motherfuckers that have been harvesting our energy for years and years and years, and us being chosen ones and fucking being switched at birth and not knowing who the fuck our parents are, or fucking being sold because we come from royal bloodlines and bitches just want to harvest our energy. Like it's your power. Like, it's all your power. And I literally just watched a video that confirmed, like, what's been going on in my dreams is literally what the fuck is going on in real life. Like, y'all, the more and more I come to what the fuck was happening, I don't know. I can't tell y'all. Like, I can't tell y'all, but the people that are chosen don't have anything to worry about. Even when it comes to your families and things like that. We all, as a community, this is the reason why everything is happening. This is the reason why we're all crossing each other's paths. This is the reason why we're all waking each other up. Because nothing's going to be the same. Shit's going to get ugly before it gets good. Before it gets great. Before power is restored and returned to its rightful fucking owner. Which is why the fuck they trying to go to space. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna just leave it there. If you know, you know. If you don't, then maybe you better find out. Fuck around. This is something that you need to fuck around and find out on. Okay? So, I love you guys. I hope you don't think I'm crazy after this. I hope we can still be besties and you'll still subscribe to my channel. But yes, life is so much bigger than anything any of us can conceive, and we all play a very huge part in what the fuck is about to take place in the next 2 years. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.